Today's show is sponsored by Adventures Unlimited Press. Take your mind on a literary journey and go to adventuresunlimitedpress.com to purchase books from our famed experts right here on Truth Be Told. That's adventuresunlimitedpress.com.
What's your thoughts on government cover-ups or covert societies attempting to control humanity? Do you believe in ancient astronauts, intergalactic communication, or extraterrestrial visitations? Ever had an experience with disembodied spirits or the paranormal universe? Are these subjects fact or fiction? Each week, Tony and Eddie explore these unbelievable realities and beyond. Exclusively on Truth Be Told.
Welcome to Truth Be Told, where we believe an experience becomes truth. I'm your host, Tony Sweet, and along with me now, world-renowned psychic, Eddie Connor.
Thanks, Tony. Today, we invite you to join us for a new segment titled The Naughty Psychic Cafe, ladies and gentlemen, with celebrity psychics Jami Gibson and Eli Bae.
Jami Gibson is empathic, clairsentient, and clairvoyant intuitive. As a psychic intuitive, Jami can see and feel the energies around her clients, which allows her to experience what her clients have gone through, what feelings they're commonly having, and their existing outlook on life.
She's also the author of the Psychic Journal with Coloring Meditations, Volume 1, and she has two gorgeous coloring books. One is Coloring for Your Soul, Patterned Tiles, and the other is Coloring for Your Soul, Mandalas. We also have in the house with us today psychic medium and tarot reader Eli Bae. He comes from a sacred space of having exercised his gifts since he was a boy. Being an intuitive and a medium is something that has been passed down from generation to generation on both sides of Eli's family, and he shares messages that come to him and through him to others. And in turn, those messages have come back to Eli and have been validated as truths many times over by his clientele. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
The Naughty Psychic Cafe.
Please welcome to the...
I was like, what is he staring at me for?
Oh my God, featuring our celebrity psychics, Jami Gibson and Eli Bae.
Smile.
You thought I edited it out, didn't you, Eddie?
Let me tell you what just happened. This is going to be an ass whipping.
We already have a call coming in.
PM. We need a call coming in. Real quick, let me...
All right, go ahead and do your intro.
Before Tony wrecked my flow. That was edited totally against me. I just need to say that and get it off my chest. My big old midi chest.
I don't think it was.
I think so.
You told me to.
So you were listening to the...
Naughty Psychic Cafe.
That's right, with Eli Bae and Jami Gibson. They're our celebrity psychics. They're in the house. Now, Tony's going to be doing some Periscope while we're doing the show today, so we're going to launch in hard and fast and dirty.
And we're going to be taking calls, live calls.
That's right, any second now. And during the show, when we're not taking calls, we're going to talk to Eli about his haunted house experience and what he's been up to as a psychic and a medium. And we're going to talk with Jami Gibson about her upcoming 3, not 1, not 2, but how many?
3
new books. Okay. I think
All right.
Did you have a call?
We have our first call, and who is on the line with us, and what questions do you have for our psychic?
This is Garrett. How are you?
Good, Garrett. How are you?
Hello.
Good. I want to know about my career.
Beautiful. So, Garrett, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to rock and roll, okay?
Woo!
Ooh, I love it. He's all excited.
So, Garrett, we're going to ask you for your name and your birth date, if you
Sure.
don't mind. And then specifically, you want to know about career, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so let's get your birth date.
10-10-67.
Shh.
Wow.
Don't tell anybody.
And what is it you're currently doing for career right this minute?
I'm in entertainment.
Okay, yay, I just put act right down here. First of all, you don't look your age, you don't act your age. You can tell that right up front, not because you're all energetic and on the phone and stuff with us being all energetic and happy, but there is that creative, artistic element in there. You also will have some surprising money coming to you before December the 16th. 15th, and there will probably be a trip coming before April the 1st. You might know about the trip now, but you might not have the ticket for the trip right this red hot minute. And do you have any kind of connection to the southeastern United States, more specifically closer to Mississippi, Louisiana, New Orleans?
I have a couple of network connections there, sure.
Oh, yay. And you're going to end up getting a call or connection or something from a male in that part of the country with a B, R, or D, like a Brad, Bradley, Brendan, Brandon, a B, R, D. That's first name, last name, nickname, or middle name. And lastly, for me, before we turn you over to the celebrity psychics, is do you have some kind of a connection with airplanes, air transportation, parachuting, anything like that that's got sort of a mild kind of daredevil element to it, but not Evil Knievel-ish?
I do not.
Well, good. Well, okay, never mind.
Okay.
But hey, pay attention to that, because if you're an actor or anything in that aspect of it, you might be working on a project. It could be like the Stone Temple Pilots. It could be you're acting something out. Or I'm making it up. Hey, because it's got an airplane. Okay.
All right.
Jefferson.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You guys?
Go ahead.
Oh, I actually felt that you were going to be coming into. It's a role that you're going to be playing somewhere around the February-March timeframe. Is the energy that I got on
I
it?
got April, but
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So
Yay.
yeah, we're close. So within that stretch, and but what I felt was that it was something mystical, but something that would have you being very intense, but I feel like they want you to play like a dual personality in it, because I felt a little bit of innocence around that. But I felt like that was one of the first things that was going to bring you a great deal of exposure. So
Cool.
And they're saying cable. I'm hearing cable TV. So
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it might be like a pilot or something, or
Yes.
like a short season thing that gets picked up in the fall, because I'm getting fall that you're really busy with
yes.
being on TV is how it's
Awesome.
coming into me.
And it looks like you also do 2 or 3 things simultaneously, and they all have that creative, artistic element to it. And one of the 3 things you like to do regularly, like I'm an intuitive, I'm also a writer, and I also like to do design stuff, and I'm trying to finish a book. So they all are under the umbrella of what I do as an intuitive. But sometimes I'll work on the book, sometimes I'll do the design, sometimes I'll do the reading, sometimes I'm co-hosting with Tony. So one of your 2 or 3 things is going to hit bigger than the other ones, and that's going to bring attention to the other 2 or 3 things that you do as a creative person. And you know, if your old pattern has been slightly feast or famine with money and income and jobs, I think that's going to change, you guys, around
It really
April,
is.
don't you?
It is.
And then so you get more.
I feel it's going to change around April, but you'll see it in the fall.
Oh,
You'll see
cool.
you'll see more evidence of it in the fall.
I wanted to point out, because they were giving me your energy, it's like very empathic. You have a tendency to feel everything and everyone. And so when going for it, something that popped in about the audition that you'll go on, well, you'll be playing with these dual roles. They're wanting you to trust your gut the very first time with how you're going to execute it, because sometimes you'll talk yourself out of doing something creatively. So to trust your first mind when you get it. And sometimes you go, you know what I mean? Sometimes you'll go against that and you're like, oh, should I do this or should I do that? Go with, should I do this? The very first thing you heard. Don't debate against it.
Yeah, trust your gut.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I love that. This is weird. There will be a airplane, pilot, the blimp, something with air transportation, something that has to do with that in some way, shape, or form before this time next year. You will hear about it before you actually do it and are involved in it. So you will know about it for a while. And I don't know why it's relevant and really important, but it is. And last question, really quick here, Garrett. Do you have a scar, a birthmark, or a tattoo around your waist, your possible stomach area, your waist? It could be near your happy place now, because this is the Naughty Psychic Cafe, or on your buttocks, a scar, birthmark, or tattoo, anywhere in that area of the body.
Well, if I admitted to having liposuction about a dozen years ago, I probably would tell you that I might have a tiny little scar that's so remote that you wouldn't even be able to see it around my belly button area. But I'm not admitting that right now.
Okay,
Of course
perfect.
not.
And you should. And
We
let
won't
me.
let you.
Here's what we love it. Thank you for your honesty for this reason. I can feel it in your energy field, but and I wanted to make sure it was there now, so that it wasn't something coming up that would be medical. It feels elective. If you had actually done it, but you didn't. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, thank you,
Cool.
Garrett. We appreciate you calling.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Have a great evening, everybody.
You too.
You
Thank
too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
If you're just tuning in, you're listening to Truth Be Told. I'm Eddie Connor,
And I'm Tony Sweet.
and we're here with,
Eli Bae.
Jamie Gibson.
and these are our celebrity psychics, and we are doing mini psychic readings today. We wanted to go at this hard and fast, and of course, we like to have fun with it because that's what makes it. You so dirty.
Yeah.
You like Christina Aguilera.
I'm in here.
Dirty.
I'm in here with 3 boys. Not
Three
that it makes any
boys.
help for me, but
Yeah. What do you need help with?
nothing you guys can help me with.
Okay. We can hire people.
We could.
I know.
Because we're friendly that way, ain't we? We'll be like, hey,
so helpful.
Yeah, Jeff, come over here. We customer service on aisle 3. Do you have a question, Tony, or do we have a caller?
No callers yet.
Okay.
But actually, I do have a question. Last time you were here, you were talking about my business, and that right now my business is my life. I mean, that's pretty much everything. And so I wanted to, before somebody else calls in, I want to see if I can get a slight update of what you think the business is going, where's it going, and all that good stuff.
And for the new people who might be tuning in for the first time, because we're at iHeartRadio now and a whole bunch of other outlets, Tony is the owner of
Universal
UBN
Broadcasting
Radio.com.
Network. Yep.
And he be the principal. I be the secretary.
Oh,
I dropped my pen. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. So if you could give me just a little update, before we
I'm
get
like, sure, I have to lead in it.
your turn.
yeah, go ahead.
They still want you to stop. Like, you have a tendency to worry. Like, which way am I going to do? What is this? And my thing is, the energy that comes from you is you were born with ambition. And so
that's for sure.
the coins are there. The money is there. The career is there. It's solid as a rock for you. So they're wanting you to displace the insecurity about it not being there, because there's so much there. You just shouldn't go anywhere else. The energy around this is January, end of January with you, where it's like you start to really feel like a bit more secure in that, where it's like, I've got it now. So that's where a lot of the energy is going. And still, don't be afraid to be innovative and to go outside of yourself and to do vastly different things. They're just wanting more innovation with you and to trust your gut on that. Yeah.
I've always been one of those that if I don't trust my gut, I always pay a price. So
Yes.
Yeah.
But innovation, like keep going with it and brand new things for yourself. They just said you're in full blown control at this point.
I like it.
And as you say that, I see TV cameras in here. I'm not talking about today, because there will be today later.
Yeah.
But for you, for something
Ooh.
connected to you before, I'm going to say February, but I won't cover my butt and say April.
Maybe that's
I was
because
going to say April. April. But they're also showing for me that it's great to be spontaneous and to trust your gut like that. Yes. But they're also saying that you need to have a stronger plan because I feel like it's a little chaotic in your mind about what you want to
I was
do and
just
how you're
thinking
going to
that
do it. So they're saying, put down a soft plan and then fill it in as you go. But at least have a map of this is where I want to go, and
Right.
these are the major cities I'm going through.
That's. I was just thinking that today about like a little chaotic for my
Yeah.
liking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
also,
uncomfortable.
The other part I heard was to trust someone else also to handle a little bit of the detail, because sometimes you
Will
will
you send
just.
somebody my way, please? No,
Well,
I'm just
it's
kidding.
one of-
Yeah,
But
when
what
you
I-
swat them down.
But it was one of those things where I saw that you're the type of person to see a big picture of something and you're like, oh, this is it. But then like the little minuscule things
Yeah.
need to be tidied up. So that's where that.
My uncle was the president of a company, and he said the reason I'm successful because I have a great secretary.
Yes.
And so I don't have a secretary, so maybe that's what I
You need to hire one.
You need to hire a secretary.
Hold on, he dropped his pen.
You got this thing.
Can you type? It doesn't matter.
Well,
can
that's
type
like,
with my
you know,
eyes
the same
closed.
thing applied to the same thing applied to Stephen King, because he said himself, like, had he not had an editor, you know, he wouldn't be Stephen King.
Right.
And the woman was with him for like over 30 some odd years, just like editing everything we know about him. So
Wow.
Then one of the characters in this book killed her.
yeah.
Red rum.
I'm like, really?
Red rum,
Red
red
rum,
rum,
red
red rum.
That movie sent me to hell and back. Like a trailer park wasn't enough. I had to go into that too. Yeah. That's so funny.
All right, we're still waiting on calls.
Perfect.
Remember, you guys can call in. This is great. 323-284-7826 if you're listening to us live. Now, if you're listening to our podcast, you can go to elibae.com. That's ELIBAE.com. And readings by Jami, and that's JAMI.com.
Yes.
So if you're not getting it today, you're not saying that you go to their website and get a free psychic
not
reading
getting
there,
what?
but you, yeah.
If you're not getting it today,
Yes, I want to make that clear.
It's in there too.
so Eli, tell us about your experience with the haunted house.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. So I went down to San Diego, and this is Old Town San Diego, where there's a lot of activity. And it was a place called the Whaley House Museum.
Okay.
Is where we went into. Now, this is only set up to be, you know, a museum that you walk through, just kind of look at one of the oldest homes and the family that ran the area. Because when you walk into the home, there's a courthouse inside of the home, and there's also a theater upstairs in addition to like 3 or 4 rooms.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, as I walked in, I instantly could feel and see a woman in her bedroom, and she was just hunched over on the bed holding her belly, like, you know, and I felt like, oh, miscarriage, loss of a child is what I kept getting. This wasn't written in the tour, you know, or anything. So I went to the tour guides who actually worked there, and I was like, you know, was there a child who died here? Mother cramped over, and they let us know, like, oh yeah, there was a child who died here that at the age of 17 months.
Ooh.
So in addition to that, it's like just walking through the house and going through the courthouse. There's a area over in it's the witness stand, because you still have the judge's table and everything there. It just kind of pulls your energy over. So a friend of mine, he had his thermal camera, so you could literally see people or energy passing through at that time as well. In addition to that,
Why?
they all look at me. In addition to that, we could feel that there was a lot of infidelity that went on in the home.
Ooh.
And that was confirmed by the tour guides as well. We were wondering if one of the babies that was lost had a lot to do with maybe it wasn't the man of the house. We could smell sweet cigars in there, and for no reason at all, just in certain areas, if we were standing, you could smell a cigar, no smoking or anything like that, and we could, you know, really attach to it. So they let us know that the Mr. Whaley, he had actually smoked sweet cigars the entire time.
Ooh.
So-
now we're going to let you pick
Yes,
that up
go ahead.
because we have a caller on the line. And
Sure.
And I want to know more and more. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to Truth Be Told with Tony and Eddie. I'm Eddie Connor.
And I'm Tony Sweet.
And I'm with Celebrity Psychics.
Jami Gibson.
Eli Bae.
And who do we have on the call?
Well, they just hung up. I think they got scared.
Okay.
Look, what did I
Sorry to
write
scare
down?
you.
Hang.
Hung.
Hung.
Oh, it looks like hang, but that's okay.
Well, it could have, well,
I thought you'd say somebody was hanging in the courtyard. And I'm like, what? But see, I knew they were going to hang up. I wrote it down.
Yeah.
Because you're
it was
psychic.
Yeah, really. So that's like crazy. So then what happens after that? So they confirm
Now
the
we got a
sweet
call.
smelling cigar.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. We got
Okay,
one
go.
call. All right, so we have a call. You're live on the air with 3 amazing psychics. Tell us your name, where you're calling from, and do you have questions for them?
Yeah, hi. This is Tony. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Hi, Tony.
hi, Tony.
And Tony, we're going to ask you for your birth date, and then we're going to ask you, if you don't mind, give us a specific question about the area you would like to get a psychic prediction and or information in, okay?
That's fine. My birth date is August 15th. You need the year?
Yes, please.
1971.
Beautiful.
And I'm calling because I've been doing a career change the past 2 years and want to see what you see coming for me.
And you've got 1 foot in the one you're in now, almost literally, either by choice or not by choice, but you got 1 foot in the one you're in and 1 foot moving into another one as we speak. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. And this will be, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, you have a tendency to be a bit of a workaholic or just work a lot, don't you?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. The energy I got from you was being a bit of a workaholic, like you're overworked sometimes. You're just wanting to, you love what you go after, but I felt like there was a lot of work around you. Do you have a tendency to be a workaholic there?
I do tend to, yeah. I mean, I try to do work every day. I keep lists going for me, and yeah.
Yes.
The one that you're going to, is that your own thing? Like, not for another employer or something, but your own business or your own your own thing?
Yeah, I left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually left. I left. Not to go into the whole story. I left my 9-to-5 job 2 years ago, actually this month, to work with somebody who ended up never hiring me. So I've been on my own for that for 2 years.
Yeah, yeah. Because I feel that the new direction is the right direction for you. You've outgrown working for somebody.
Yes.
Amen to that. I know that feeling.
Yeah. And I feel that there's a little part of you that is nervous about it that's kind of blocking you, because I feel that it's almost like you've got your hand on the doorknob, but you're afraid to turn the knob to open the door. But as soon as you do, it feels like everything just kind of like comes in,
Flushes right through.
really
Yeah,
fast.
It does.
So it's just, I feel, and I understand it, but I feel that there's just a nervousness to take that next step because, it's normal human behavior. But if you do it, I think it's going to be very different for you, the way that you want it to be. Your fears aren't going to be there. It's not a monster behind the door. It's a little kitten.
The extra part I have to add to that is I believe that you don't separate your regular life from work life. So oftentimes you're constantly thinking about it. So if you can kind of separate that a moment just to say, okay, this is what I'm working on today. This is all I've done for today regarding work. Then let me go live my life and, be outside, live a little, feel myself in this way. You'll do better as well. It's one of those, it shouldn't be a 24/7 sort of thing on you, because it's heavily on you as well. That's what I'm saying.
It is I'm just going to reiterate a couple of things because I can feel it like you guys can. You do put a lot on you, Tony, and sometimes I don't think you speak to people about how much you actually do carry in your head, your heart, and in your gut. You know what I mean by this?
Yes, I do.
And so you're way more sensitive than I think you let people know. But
He's an empath.
Yeah, you definitely keep it inside. And it has worked for you for many, many years. And now you're almost forced to think differently, do differently, and then become a different professional than you've been in the past. I'm going to throw some weird touchstones out at you, and it may hit, it may not. You might know what it is right now. If not, it will be coming up for you. Are you near tracks, trains, train whistles, or subway, or anything like that where you're at currently with your job or your home?
Yeah, there's a train, yes.
Okay, then you're going to be closer to it when you change positions, just so you know. I'm also hearing a company name. It could be your own, and it could be somebody else's that you're doing independent contracting with that could have a T sound, literally like Tony, or a S or a C sound somewhere in the name of the company or the person that hires you to do independent contracting with them. Now, I also, in the back of your mind, have you thought about actually getting office space of your own? Then you do, then you don't, then you think it, then you don't, then you do, then you don't?
Actually, no, I've not. I actually enjoy working at home.
Okay. Well,
I've never thought about that.
I'm the same, but there's going to be office space in association with you inside of 1 to 18 months, no more than 20 months.
Because he has to separate.
Yeah.
You have to have a
That's
life
it.
at work and then a life for you.
Beautiful.
You must do it.
It'll make more sense then than it does right now. There's also, it's either Australia, which is just my sign for international travel coming up for you, whether you know about it right now or not. And it's going to be fruitful for you. The other thing is, I feel you hiring someone that you feel you can trust. It works out for a while, and then very quickly you're going to realize that it isn't really working out. You're going to then get rid of them, and this isn't somebody that you're getting a little assistant to shuffle paperwork. This is somebody that's almost your equal. You're going to hire, you're going to let them go, and then you're going to bring somebody else on after that. Now, the person you bring on after that will probably have an R sound or JG sound in their name, or ER. I'm hearing Raja. So it's like R, JG, or ER sound name in there some way, shape, or form. But you don't know them yet, and you don't even know the person you're getting ready to hire that you're going to fire and then replace her with this person with the R or JG sound in their name. And you got surprising money. You do.
Oh, he's my best friend then.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Tony, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. Well, we have another call.
Ooh, Hercules.
All right.
Hercules.
They hung up, so let's go ahead and take the other call. We had another call. You're live on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And then they'll ask the questions that they need from you.
Cornelius Johnson from Springfield, Missouri.
Springfield. We love Springfield.
We do love Springfield. And what did you say your name was?
Cornelius Johnson.
Cornelius Johnson. That's a great name.
That's a great name.
You look like a Cornelius Johnson. Cornelius? you really do. When's your birthday?
6/27/1982.
Very
Just
good.
a baby.
I know. So what's the specific question and area that you want our celebrity psychics to tune into for you today?
Money.
Oh, I want money.
Let's be more specific. Money.
Money.
No, this is okay.
How are you going to get the money?
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing with you that comes up right quick. First of all, do you like suckers, lollipops, and that sort of thing, or does somebody around you like that?
Not really. I believe my wife probably do.
Okay.
There's someone on the other side that's doing that.
Yeah,
Doing that,
there's
yeah.
definitely somebody around with like the suckers, the lollipops, that sort of thing. And if you don't recognize them from the past, meaning the other side, they passed away, it'll be someone new coming into your life. Pay close attention to them. I'm also hearing a female with the JG sound in their name, maybe an N or SC, like Janice, Jocelyn.
Janisha.
Yeah, who is that?
That's my wife.
You tell her I said, hey. And you know what? You need to give her a back rub once in a while, Cornelius. You need to rub her feet. You need to rub her back. You need to fix her dinner. And I tell you what, and don't you got an anniversary coming up, or did it just pass?
Yes, passed in September.
Please tell me you did something nice for her.
Yeah.
I'm feeling some hesitation.
No, no, I always do.
Okay.
I always do. I'm the only one that work in the house right now, so I take care of my wife.
Oh, see, now that's what, gentlemen, that's what you need to be paying attention to. You listen to Cornelius.
The question I have is, do you listen to your wife? Because she's very gifted. And
You say, do I what?
I said, do you listen to your wife? She's very gifted. Sometimes you kind of don't want to hear what she has to say, but
Yeah, that's true.
she leads you directly to, the right way to go. So please listen to her more as well.
Okay.
She's not wrong. And it's one of those, you have a tendency to overthink it because you stay in your head a lot. You overthink it, and then you analyze it until you kill it to death. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my thing with that is, please trust that you have the wherewithal to see clarity, but also that's why your wife is in your life. She sometimes will see the big picture that you don't see, to say,
Right.
Sweetheart, go this way. Maybe if you try this, please know that she's never suggesting. She's actually telling you what actually is. So if you listen and follow her, it's like there are reasons why we're brought together. There's an understanding there where she will lead you to a very good place as far as getting to where you need to go. Yeah, she's in the right place with you. You're also very grounding for her because I know that she can be a little bit playful and, kind of rambunctious sometimes herself. So then for you, it's like, okay, calm down, with that. And that's where you guys are good with that as well. And so I had to bring that in because it literally ties into your work and the types of jobs you're going to be getting. If you listen to what her opinions are, she's going to really lead you to the right direction there.
That's what about this school thing? Because we're about to try to go back to school.
You're going back to school, or she is?
Yeah, well, both of us, we're trying to, because she's about to be a doctor's assistant.
Yeah. Okay, good. She's about to. Good. Because I was going to say there's a job coming for her, and I feel that there's more money coming in the home for you because of that, and it feels like that's coming in for her around February, March, or something like that. And I feel that if she, the additional education, fantastic for both of you, really great. But she's going to be bringing in some money pretty soon. So I know that that's one of the concerns you've got right now around your home, your household.
But he's going to be working more.
He's going to be
You're
working
gonna be the
more,
one
but
working.
she's coming through to me really hard
as well.
right now because I'm just feeling. I'm seeing her at her job, and there's money from her too.
And,
awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
and I'm getting the same thing about extra money as early as February. So that means between now and then, you've got surprising money coming to you separate from anything we've spoken about so far. And so, like Cornelius, if you find a quarter under your sofa cushion, don't get mad. That just means that there's more money coming. Now, who burned something on the stove recently, or who burned something in the stove?
My wife.
Okay.
He was quick to throw her down.
Yeah, I saw. And there's a woman who has passed away connected to you and her in spirit that was saying she knew about the thing that got burned in the kitchen. And
whoa.
Yeah.
That was Terry.
Okay. Did you say Terry?
Yeah.
And there's something with a P or T I wrote down here around you.
Oh, wow.
In spirit watching over you. And now who used to hide? Now, see, I don't want to get nobody in trouble, okay? But which one? Okay, your wife is hiding money under the mattress. I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's a quarter.
It's 50 cents. Not the wrapper. Not the wrapper.
That's not money, honey.
Who used to hide? Was it Terry, or is it one of you two that will hide cookies or crackers or something in the cabinet? Little treats for yourself. Who does that?
Probably me.
Yeah.
It's me.
Me too.
Yeah, I do that too. I hide it from myself. So there's the surprising money. And do you right now, in what you do for a living, do you wear a uniform now, or do you work in a place where a lot of people do wear uniforms?
Well, no.
Okay.
No, not now. I'm an electrician.
Okay.
There's a certain
There's a certain look to that.
For sure. And do you have your sort of company uniform that you wear when you go out and do your thing?
As far as what? What do you mean?
Like the same color shirts.
Yeah. Do you wear the same thing every day to
like
work?
A shirt with a logo on it.
Yeah, I do.
So Cornelius, that's what I'm talking
That's
about.
the uniform.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And two things. Help me, Cornelius. Help me. So here we have. Isn't there a trip coming up that you two either have to go on that you don't want to go on, or you would like to, but you don't know if the money is going to be there or not? But there's question around a trip coming up relatively soon, right?
Not that I'm familiar with.
Well, it's going to be coming to you. So meaning she will talk about it, a family member will talk about it. And this person in spirit, did they pass away within the last year or year and a half?
Yes, they passed away on our wedding date. Well, a week before our wedding.
Okay. They're around you really loud and clear. And I don't know why they're showing me apples. That doesn't make no sense to me, but they're showing me something: apples, apple trees, gardens, flowers, pretty things like that. But they're around you guys. They watch out after you. And somebody needs to change. You know how back in the day we would put aluminum foil on the burners on the stove?
Yeah.
Or don't y'all need to be changing out your aluminum foil or your toaster or something like that in the oven?
Yeah, probably in the oven.
Well, she's very, very fussy about that.
That's because the pork chops are burned.
That the pork chops burn, and that's also because she's weird about fire. She doesn't want there to be a little accident or something in the kitchen. She's very adamant.
Did I pick up something about the breathing with her? Was there something around that with her?
The what?
Like breathing. harder
Breathing.
breathing.
You say
Respiratory?
breathing?
Yes.
With Terry.
No, Terry, yeah, it was a heart.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. That's the heart, lung, respiratory. And is your sink acting up? One of your sinks, does it drip? Does it leak? Is it something you should have done or fixed or tweaked and you just sort of put a Band-Aid on it and you're trying to get your wife not to talk about it? Okay, bathtub, sink, anything with water, and this got to speak it. And I'm not talking about your own personal plumbing, Cornelius. I'm talking about actual sinks in the kitchen, in the bathroom, and that sort of thing. Or
No,
your water heater.
Yeah, that make noise.
Thank you. Child, you're giving me a headache. No,
We love you. We
we
love
do
you.
love you. You're our favorite, one of our favorite type of people to read for because you're just sort of we can feel your mind going 90 miles a minute trying to place stuff. And by the way, there's some janky food in the refrigerator that need to be thrown out.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some milk
And-
up in there. Old milk.
It ain't just the old milk. It looks like your trash can. Also, your garbage can under the trash bag needs to be cleaned out too. This is all coming from Terry.
I know.
Oh, Lord.
She
Yeah.
fucking, oh yeah, and it
Sometimes
wouldn't hurt you
I'll
to
throw-
vacuum your car either.
Sometimes they'll throw you in the house.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
like,
we lost him.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh.
darn.
See, he got
What,
upset.
Terry, no,
Terry.
Terry's like
Terry.
enough. Don't overlook.
Well, thank you if you're listening in. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cornelius. That was
great.
crazy good. Wasn't that fun?
That was fun.
Awesome. So, Miss Jamie, what have you been up to?
Oh, sitting on my couch. No, I
Done.
took a class and that I've always wanted to do to learn how to make coloring books and journals. And so I'm a psychic-aholic. I love getting readings, always have, and I have like millions of notebooks of different kinds around my home.
She do, y'all.
Yeah, I do. So I decided to make this journal where you can have in there all of your notes in one place instead of having 16 different notebooks around your house. There's a section for 16 different readings in this book, and it has a place for you to write down what your questions are, what your intention is, and there's colorings in there, mandalas that you can color to help you focus and get calm with it all.
Yeah, and it helps you get your intention in place too. I think it's fun because a lot of people, as we all know, as psychics, will take notes from a reading. Remember cassette tapes?
Right.
I still have
This
some
is-
of yours.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I can't play them
Oh.
all.
Like on anything? Are they Memorex? Are the ones?
No, they were the 99-cent
Cent
store.
store.
Please, Memorex.
There
Are
were
you
a
kidding?
couple Memorex because I brought them to him for
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Well, that's their responsibility.
Well, real quick, say goodbye to Cornelius because he just called back.
Oh, thank you, Cornelius.
Hi,
We appreciate
Cornelius.
you so much.
Yes, thank you, Cornelius.
Sorry, we lost you
Yeah.
there. So, but thank you for calling back, and thank you for calling back, and we appreciate you calling in. We really had a great time with these wonderful psychics and yourself.
Yeah, and we do this once a month, so keep watching the show here and there, and then you'll get a head start on some of the other people, and then we'll go in and talk about that hip and that knee that you need to take care of.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, what I need to take care of.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'll take care.
All right,
Thanks.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So where can people get the psychic journal with coloring meditations?
Right now, it's available on Amazon. Just went live like 2 weeks ago on Amazon, and I've also got a couple coloring books on there as well.
That's awesome. Now, the name of the coloring books are...
The coloring books?
Yeah.
Coloring for Your Soul. There's a volume 1 and a volume 2.
For your soul.
Yeah, for your soul.
One is mandalas.
One is mandalas, and the second are tiles, patterned tiles.
I love that. Do we have a call? Because I want to ask a question.
No, go ahead
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question?
for the Naughty
Okay.
Psychic Cafe.
Depends.
I don't wear Depends.
You should.
I should. Well, actually, earlier today I should have had them
Yeah,
on
I was
because well,
here.
Tony and I both needed them earlier because he scared both of us by accident.
It's true.
Are you more of a poised person?
A poised. Oh yeah, is that for women?
That's
Yeah, yeah, but I wore it backwards
right.
because it just
Yeah.
gave me that lift I needed.
Right.
It's like lift
sicko.
and separate, but then it was hard to walk, so I stopped.
That was a bra.
I would love to ask about any new things coming up with my intuitive career that would be directly associated with media and entertainment industry, which is so funny because I saw.
Isn't that what we're doing? Sorry.
That's okay, Eli. I'll let you tell me what you get. She my friend. She can't be. What do you call that?
Well, before you could
Objective.
even before you could even get the question out, it was just like I heard the month of February, something really big in February. With
Yay!
You. So, if you, yay! So if you had been planning something, or if you've been waiting for something to come through, like February is the time where it's like, okay, let me step into my own and do my own and just be happy with it. So that's what you're doing at that point.
Want to be thin then? Be nice.
They said, watch your temper.
What did you
grouchy
say?
bitch.
Watch your temper.
I did not say a word.
I am working on that with my healer.
Oh my God, if you would have seen him when we were driving in.
Watch your temper.
Less is more. Softer. Yeah, I know.
yeah.
I can't stand people who can't drive right. I have to give them my love and light fingers.
Right.
You're number one.
You're number one
But they
twice.
say it's one of those, your anxiousness, your temperament, like wanting things to be in the now, and it's got to be now. Like
I want this now,
you've got
Daddy.
to calm down with that, because February is going to feel very interesting for you, because you're going to feel like, okay, what am I doing? What's happening? But things are happening, so you're supposed to be embracing that, not be frustrated by the things you can't see, because there's so many other things that are opening up at that point. So, yeah, temper was
Okay.
the biggest thing.
I appreciate it.
He's like, thanks.
No, I do know that's something I have noticed.
What's your bitchy?
I'm not bitchy.
Just kidding. I
I'm
looked
not.
at Jamie like,
I will get you some of my extra poison. You can use it for a turban. Wear it on your head with those adhesive strips. Not that I know about that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's temper there.
No, those are depends.
Just a wee bit. Poise.
Temper.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Softer.
That was quick. That was quick. Okay, thank
oh,
you.
man.
Jamie, do you have anything you would like to contribute? And keep in mind that I am taking you home.
I know. There's Uber.
Hey.
She put you in her spot.
Oh, can we come back to me?
We can come
The problem is for
we,
me.
we know each other.
You're too
we
close.
talk every day,
Yeah.
so I know what's going on, and I just, yeah, I
How
know
do you
what's.
do that, though, as psychics that are friends? How do you, when you share your intimate
We,
secrets, how do you?
we have spontaneous psychic Tourette syndrome. So we'll be talking to each other.
That's very true.
exactly what I was.
That's very true.
I was talking
Yeah.
to my
Yeah.
friend, which she's also helping me. She's my assistant. But we're talking. We're just like, she's like, oh, and you have this, and you need to create a gift certificate. Oh, and by the way, this station called and want to interview you. And I was like, oh, you got surprising money coming to you probably today. Boom, today it came.
Yeah.
I said, oh, we're going to hear from this person. Boom. So it just happens when it happens.
Yeah.
And that's what I always explain to people. I'm like, when you have other friends who are intuitive or empathic,
Yeah.
like the information comes when they're supposed to know it and when you're supposed to know it.
Yeah.
It just comes through that way. So, yeah.
That's one of the fun
Yeah.
things. And but I love that you said that, because that's the bottom line. There are things we're not supposed to know until we're supposed to know it.
them.
Yeah.
And most people, not all, most people who come to readings, they want to know yesterday.
Yes.
And they often will ask questions that are disempowering, like why, when, why, where?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried, and this has happened to me personally, when I've tried to speak to someone, but something like literally I choke up and they don't, like, you're not allowed to get it out for them to know it. You may have had a glimpse, but it's like, I can't give you that information.
Yeah.
They get really mad.
They really do get
and
upset
I
about
understand that.
So, yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
and then now they don't even show me, because now we have an
Yeah.
agreement that if they show it to me or tell me, then I will tell the person in front of
Yeah.
me. But I'm sort of like Lisa Williams is. I'm like, would you like to know everything?
Would you like everything on? Yeah, so like, yeah, I know that.
It's like, I saw cookies in the break room. Don't think I'm going to be hitting that.
Right?
Oh,
Don't tell my healer.
yeah.
But like she's not going to know next time I'm up on the table and there's some little like cookie monsters coming out of my
Right.
solar plexus.
You sound like
again.
Dr. Oz when he had the internal thing.
What did he have?
He was doing a colonoscopy of a colonoscopy.
Oh, so he
check.
got to watch.
But as a doctor, he should have known
But-
better to not eat 24 hours a day in advance before doing it.
Ew.
And so he was like, "Oh, I had a little lentil soup." Like, you're not supposed to have lentils. So
He
they
should
were
have had
able to-
In-N-Out Burger because that would make more sense because
Right.
coming in, it's going out.
it's going out. It's really close.
This has just gone way
More likely
weird.
Yeah, it's like naughty.
No, it's not. It's like dirty.
Dirty.
It's not
Nasty.
dirty. It's
It's
nasty.
nasty.
You're going to say nasty.
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 So,
So what's coming up for you, Eli, and then what's coming up for you, Jamie, before we have to exit?
What's coming up? Go ahead.
oh,
I don't. Go ahead.
Not
Okay.
this red hot minute. I mean, like in your future. Like what are you getting
You
ready
tell
to
us.
do?
you tell us.
Yeah, Eddie, come on.
I'll tell you in the car.
Oh,
Eli,
no.
my friend.
So, no, more.
Sorry.
Well, hold on. I'm getting a hit that you're not going to be dating anybody after that.
Chrissy
Hands
Snow was
for
my
hire.
Chrissy
favorite.
Snow,
Was my
definitely
favorite.
Chrissy Snow.
I did like her.
No, but I'm more intrigued by more haunted house trips. I really want to go and really, peg out places and find them out. So
He doesn't
I
like
maybe,
them.
Jamie
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't
like them
either.
either. But
Yeah, I've lived in haunted houses most of my adult life too, and I'm just not a
Yeah.
fan of them.
yeah, I
Because
did
I
it
was
as a
telling him,
child.
because I'm an empath, I don't see anything,
She froze it.
but I feel it.
Mhm.
And that freaks me out that I can't see what I'm feeling.
Yeah, sometimes.
No, no,
yeah,
no,
a
no.
lot of times I won't see it in my third eye either. I just feel it, and I would rather. Well, that's not true because I was the time when I was like, I don't want to see. There's certain things I don't want to see. There's things they show me after I said, I want to see. I want to see. I
It's
want to
like,
be
I want to see
psychic.
that. Yeah.
Oh hell no.
No.
Well, no. When I went to the Whaley House in San Diego, there was a little situation where somebody was in a theater and they were kind of pulling me to the side, like their energy
A
was
dead person?
a dead person, pulling me to the side to look off to the right of the stage, and they were giving me like the hush sign with their finger, and they were looking kind of mischievous. So when I went down to the tour guide, I was like, "There's a guy off to the right side of the theater," and he kind of watches people, and he looks at me and turns away, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, that would have been the costume designer because he liked watching the women get dressed off to the side, and he was a peeping
Pervert.
Tom."
Dirty.
So, but yeah, he's still up there and he's still watching.
And by the way, it's
So,
that stuff happens, y'all. I mean, that really happens.
It does
Whatever
happen.
your addictions are here, if you don't get a grip on it, then a part of you can hang out in the astral plane and,
Still
look at boobies.
yes.
That will not be my issue.
So we have about just a
4
few
minutes.
minutes left, but I want to make sure everybody goes around the room and tells like where people can get your, websites, readings. What kind of readings do you give? All that good stuff. So let's start with Eli.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Well, you can go to elibae.com. That's ELIBAE.com. I am clairvoyant, mediumship, and I also do astrology and life coaching as well. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah, that's what I've been doing. And that's
Tarot
where you can
cards?
find me. I use tarot as well. I use tarot for me, it's a personal thing to confirm what I've already felt. So it's more like, for me, I use it as a form of channeling things. It's like, oh, okay, if I do need them, they'll pop in, but usually I don't. It's one of those like, oh, all this extra stuff is coming through. So,
Right. It's just kind of there. Yeah,
It's
it
there.
helps, but just.
but yeah, I mean, we all have our ways of like, huh, is that right or is that not? What is this? So for me, that's what. And I only use like 12 cards out of the tarot
really?
deck. So I have my own way of something I mastered like 100 years ago.
And by the way, I like it whenever you're like, is this happening or not? Is it right in the middle? What is it? And it's often when the person is in that headspace where they're contradicting a little bit, and the cards can help tilt that
Yeah.
which way they might be going.
Jamie?
You can go to my website. I've got two, actually. The first one, readings by Jami, JAMI.com, is where you can find information about my readings. And I'm an empath, intuitive, clairsentient. And there's information about my readings there, but it's also going to soon be transfer it over to another website that's just jamiegibson.com.
And that's JAMI Gibson.com.
Yeah, that's coming hopefully before the end of the year. But in the meantime, you can reach me there.
Perfect. What about you, Eddie? Well, you.
Oh, I mean, EddieConnor.com, CONNEEER.
And before we leave, tell them again, coming up next May.
Oh, next May, we're having a Explore Spiritual Peru World Tour. And we're cutting the group off at 40 people because we don't want more than that. And it's going to be a highly spiritual group of people. And we're going to Peru to work with the shamans. And we're going to, of course, be hiking around Machu Picchu and Huayna Picchu. And Tony was really gracious and created this beautiful video that you can actually see. Where?
Well, you can see it on YouTube. Go to UBN TV on YouTube, or Truth Be Told with Tony and Eddie. And you can see it there. It's a great little piece.
It turned out awesome, and we have.
And in one of the pictures, we saw a UFO.
I know, right?
Didn't even know it.
I didn't even know.
Wow.
In my picture, it was my tour.
I was like, Eddie, look, that's a UFO.
Yeah, and then when Tony blew it up, because he has that effect on people, then we saw
I played with it for a while, and it got bigger.
Well,
Yeah,
that happens.
That's the way that works.
Are you poised and ready? And how can people get readings with you?
Well, a reading by Tony. Just keep listening to Truth Be Told right here on UBN Radio. Once a month we do that. We do a psychic cafe, Naughty Psychic Cafe, and just a round table of psychics. And Eddie always gets some great, amazing psychics right here on the show. And so make sure you mark your calendars or go to truthbetoldwebtv.com and you can find out when it's going to happen. And you can listen to our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, now iHeartRadio, and all the videos on YouTube. So there you go.
And just a quick psychic kit. There's going to be 2 or 3 more other ones by February that they can go and get the show. Yeah.
Get your plan.
Oh, you may have to sit down with you. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you guys and appreciate you guys for tuning in every week and making our show keep growing and growing. And again, I'm Tony Sweet.
I'm Eddie Connor.
I'm Jamie Gibson.
I'm Eli Bae.
And we're out of here. Stick around for Shar Vision. She's going to have some amazing guests on the show. So don't go anywhere in about 15 or 10 minutes, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.